Hello sports fans, this is Steven here for JustMyPicks.com, and I'm going to bring you a special NFL breakdown of the next videos we have in this circuit coming up as far as the division breakdown. It's been a lot of movement and shaking going wrong in the NFC West. The NFC West is a talented division. They have a lot going on in this division, and it's going on a lot between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going to go from the bottom all the way to the top and give you the winners of this division and also show you how this is going to work. Coming in at number 4, the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals, for the longest since Kurt Warner has left, have not been the same offensively. Larry Fitzgerald went from an elite receiver to just an average receiver because he doesn't have a quarterback that can throw the ball and get it to him on time. It's a lot of crazy things going on in the desert. They do have Carson Palmer now. They have upgraded that offense slightly so they can be available to do some different things. But when it comes down to it, I don't believe the Arizona Cardinals will have enough with first-year head coach Bruce Arians up at the helm. I think they have a lot more work to do, a lot more drafting to do, a lot more free agents to bring in. I like their defense with Patrick Peterson and also Tyrann Mathieu and also Dockett, but I don't feel like they have enough to make the playoffs at this point in time. They don't have enough offense because Larry Fitzgerald, let's face it, he's one of the greatest wide receivers in the NFL, but he just doesn't have the solid quarterback to get him the ball. Coming in number 3, the St. Louis Rams. The Rams really have picked the pace up in becoming better with Jeff Fisher and all these other things. A lot of teams are taking his blueprint of his defense and really showing what Cortland Finnegan can do and all those other guys. We're seeing that the St. Louis Rams have had success against the Seattle Seahawks and success against the 49ers in figuring out their offense and also talking about how players are tipping their plays and watching film and doing things like this. I like Jeff Fisher picking up tight end Jared Cook from the Tennessee Titans. It's going to be a more explosive offense. Also, you got the guy from West Virginia that was drafted. Sam Bradford is going to take a step in a positive direction. Even though losing Steven Jackson may hurt, you still have to look at the potential of them getting better without him, and life without him starts. So a lot of running backs will have a lot of opportunities to step up also. On defense, you have Chris Long and James Laurinaitis who are shooting up the defense. They have that defense going on all cylinders. I know last year we saw them on an NFL Network game, and they were out there speeding. Everyone was hitting when they got to the ball defender. Everyone was playing at a high level. So I'm picking them to finish third in this division. Coming in at number 2, the Seattle Seahawks. With the additions of Percy Harvin and Cliff Averill this offseason, they're going to need those key weapons on offense and defense to step up. The only reason I didn't put them in front of the 49ers is their suspensions on defense. That worries me. Plus, you have injuries that are concerns also on their defense. The Seattle Seahawks get after the quarterback like no other. They are very fast. They are physical. They have the big cornerbacks, plus they have the safeties and Thomas and Chancellor that really lay the pop on any wide receiver and running back that comes past there. They give teams a mismatch on offense and defense. Adding Percy Harvin to this with Golden Tate and Sidney Rice is going to make that offense more explosive because you have Russell Wilson, who also is a run versus pass threat. Plus, also, in that offense, you have Marshawn Lynch, the baby beast, who when he gets going, good luck stopping him because he does nothing but win. He does nothing but get angry and run the ball and run with a great fervor and run with a great attitude. He's doing what he has to do in the long run. So I'm picking them to finish second. Number 1, the San Francisco 49ers, who won the NFC crown last season but lost in the Super Bowl. They've added a lot of weapons. Even though they lost Randy Moss to retirement and they've lost a lot of key things with Michael Crabtree maybe not starting the year on time, you still have Anquan Bolden. You still have Frank Gore, the truth basically. You still have a lot of key elements in that offense. And because these guys are getting in shape and firing up, you get Mario Manningham back. You get a lot of those slots back. The only thing that concerns me, they lost Goldston on defense, and I think that will hurt them somewhat because you have Dante Whitner back there, but it's just not going to be the same because he strikes fear in the heart of people. When they're coming across the middle and you saw that number 38 coming around that corner, you thought twice. You looked, and if you saw him, it was a chance that those balls was coming off your hands a little softer or a little easier, and you were getting alligator arms and not really trying to go after that ball. But because you have Patrick Willis, Bowman, Justin Smith, all of those guys coming back relatively healthy, and with a healthy Justin Smith, we're going to see the Smith brothers get back to it, get a lot of sacks, and Patrick Willis and them boys are going to create great pressures on these quarterbacks. You have a lot of young quarterbacks in the NFL who are inexperienced, so Harbaugh will throw the kitchen sink at a lot of these defenses. So this is going to be a big part and a central part to what they're doing moving forward. I'm picking the San Francisco 49ers to make the playoffs and the Seattle Seahawks to make the playoffs. I think this will be a great back and forth division. I think that they'll split between them two. I think that the 49ers and the Seahawks have the greatest strengths in the NFC as far as teams goes. I think they're solid at quarterback, running back, and defense. So you can check me out at justmypicks.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at justmypicks.tv. You can also check me out on this video and all my other videos on YouTube /justmypicks.tv. Thank you very much for subscribing, and please comment.